Hey Grande Live, this is your weekly Newsish Roundup, brought to you by Marketplace Family Foods, Valley Realty, Grande Hospital, Northwest Furniture and Mattress, and Direct Music Source. I hate Black Friday. Maybe it's the crowds of people shoved into small spaces. Maybe it's the smell of sweaty electronics nerds out for their once-a-year soiree. Maybe it's the fact that this day that could have been a celebration of vibrant and deep ethnic culture groups is instead a day for peddling massive football-watching apparatus at the lowest possible prices. For whatever reason, I hate it, but what I can get on board with is Small Business Saturday. Small Business Saturday is a nationwide celebration of small-town businesses in spirit that happens every year after Black Friday. It's complete with discounts, handouts, and open doors all along the downtown strip with sales for everyone at your local small-town businesses. And this week, we had the opportunity to sit down with the planners of the event and some local business persons and ask them why exactly people should head down and participate in Small Business Saturday.
Brownies at my place? I'll bring the light bulb.
Get together and shop small on Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday, it is all about just supporting local businesses, shop at the local small businesses in your community, support those, and instead of standing in line at a big box store, come and meet and talk with a merchant who's happy to see you and excited to show you what he has to offer.
Small Business Saturday is intentionally kind of made for places like downtown the Grande and to support all the businesses down here.
That local business is going to hire local employees. It's not sending money off to a corporate headquarters. Your money that you spend stays right here in your community and benefits your community rather than going off elsewhere.
The talent around here is phenomenal, and more people keep coming out of the woodworks, and what they do and what they come up with is just amazing.
People that come here are willing to potentially pay a little bit more and even have a little bit less of a selection. We do special orders for free all the time, free special order shipping, but at the end of the day, they're coming here to support us.
If you look at our downtown and small businesses that are there as a whole, that's one of the biggest employers in our community. If you were to draw a circle around this whole downtown and everyone that works here, that's a lot of jobs.
As a community, as a society, we are wanting to get back in touch with our local community. We've really lost touch with that. They're sick of the factory-made China items, and they want to know that somebody put their heart and soul into creating things.
This year, there are over 30 businesses participating in Small Business Saturday, including Brent Clapp Media Services, which will be taking $50 portraits from 10 to 4. But Small Business Saturday runs all day, so if you, like me, hate the noise and plasticky smell of the Black Friday frenzy, stay home that day and shop Saturday at small businesses instead. You may not get the best deal on your new 50-inch, but you also won't get trampled by any angry ex-quarterbacks eager to relive their glory days in 4K resolution. And speaking of trying to relive the glory days, the newest J.K. Rowling film is out, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And here to review it for Grande Live is Jeannie, Josh, and Bridger in this week's Grand Film Reviews.
I'm Jeannie Nickel.
And I'm Josh Byers.
And we're here to bring you this week's Grand Film Reviews. This week's movie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, will be available to see at the Granada this Thanksgiving week and into December.
Fantastic Beasts is the first movie in a new series set in the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
In 1926, British wizard Newt Scamander is found in the midst of studying and documenting various magical creatures around the world. He briefly stops in New York City when various beasts escape the magically expanded suitcase he uses to house them.
With the help of his supporting cast, Newt must use his expertise to recapture all the escaped creatures before they expose the secret wizarding world to the non-magic populace. All the while, sinister forces hatch secret plots in the dark alleys of New York City.
Let's jump in.
So, you're the guy with the case full of monsters, huh?
Whose travels first? Fantastic Beasts themselves.
Yeah.
They were easily my favorite part.
Yeah.
There was just so much character, and while the backgrounds were CG, and that made a few issues in the shooting process pretty apparent, despite that they were gorgeous. Like, to see all the environments there.
They wanted to fit a lot into this first film, and part of that is doing a lot of setup for later films.
Right, because it's the first of 5, right?
Yeah.
Which
So
I hope each one is still just as good as like a standalone.
right.
It's also, you also have to have an actual plot in order to get things moving.
Right.
And unfortunately, they kind of shoehorned that plot, which brings me into my next problem, is that this world, it concentrated too much on creating a world and getting it going. Overall, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is an exciting blockbuster that hits all the usual beats.
And for Harry Potter fans, even casual ones, this film offers a much yearned for opportunity to once again experience the magic of J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World, and hence should not be missed.
The rest of this discussion can be found online at Grande Alive TV.
In sports, the Eastern Oregon University Mountaineers football team climbed their way to victory in their first ever postseason game this weekend against DeWayne, Nebraska. According to The Observer, Zach Bartlow, the quarterback, passed for 273 yards and 4 touchdowns, flying the Mountaineers to the final 34-28 victory. Because of this win, the Mounties will hike on to play, the number 1 seed and defending champs Marion this Saturday after Thanksgiving. Strangely resembling the LHS Tigers run in the playoffs in prep football. Win 1 postseason game and then play the number 1 seed. All right, go Mounties. We'll see you next weekend. The EOU wrestling Mounties, on the other hand, were bested by their respective mountain, losing to Southern Oregon Friday night here at home. Sophomore Mahar Kabbalah started off the matches strong, winning his match. But the slope from there was only down, the remainder of the night going straight into the pockets of Southern Oregon, winning 8 matches and putting them finally draped on top of Eastern with a stranglehold. EOU will grapple with Spokane, Washington this Sunday for their next match. Also, a big hoo-ah for the Mounties cross-country team, who crossed the finish line and finished 13th in the NAIA National Championship race. The team had 348 points total, a large gap between them and the first-place finisher, British Columbia's 90, but still good nonetheless. Nick Masick sprinted into the finish line 12th overall with a time of 24 minutes 52.20 seconds. And that's your weekly Newsish Roundup, brought to you by Grand Hospital, Marketplace Family Foods, Valley Realty, Northwest Furniture and Mattress, and Direct Music Source. Please like and share this video and tune in for more local content. I'm Will Bowman.